Hello everyone. The same as many among you guys in EU, I'm a serious victim of patently absurd ESMA's ban of binary options in EU. That clearly proves that ESMA is consisted by a bunch of morons in decision-making board don't even know how to trade binary options correctly, while binary options is clearly the most profitable home business invented in 21st century. So what I'm going to do? Well, I jumped right onto Forex that's available in EU starting from July 2nd, 2018. Although Forex is much more dull, slow, and not as exciting and fast as binary options, I've approached it not as Forex trader, but as binary option trader using my 10,000 plus hours trading on binary options for the last 3.5 years with IQ platform, and I found binary options quite easy to make profit, as you've already seen on my past 77 videos I uploaded. Now, what are the major differences between binary options and Forex? Number one, the currency pair chart moves exactly the same as binary options. So if you could make profit on binary options, it should be even much easier on Forex. Number two, the first main problem I saw on Forex platform by IQ is auto-close function. That is completely useless since binary options don't have such useless feature and it works fine. So I completely disabled it, as you can see on my screenshot here. Number three, the next thing is you see multiplier as leverage that is ranking from 1 to 500 times. This is also useless when trading Forex with binary option approach. So just choose the highest leverage available at time, 100 times, 300 times, or 200 times, because the highest leverage may not be available from time to time. Number four, the next difference is spread. The dotted lines that appear above and below the current position that are moving parallel to actual price position. And that's the price you are actually trading to open positions, and that gap is the margin for broker to have chance to make profit from your trade. Fine, we need broker to make trade, so let them profit from their service. Basically, it is the same as we never get 100% return from binary options. Those spreads are based on volatility of the market between 0.5 to 2 pips above and below your actual price position. When volatility is high, it gets narrowed down to 0.5 pips. Pip is represented by fourth decimal point of the price value shown on platform. So let's leave it, no problem. The gap changes the same way how return rate changes time to time in binary options. Number five, so far I found no risk. Probably 100 times less compared to binary options in Forex, as long as I use binary option approach trading on Forex, and I'll show you why and how. Although profit per each opened position is also 100 times smaller compared to binary options. However, you can make 10 to 100% plus profit in a day and over 1000% in long-term trade, such as 6 months using weekly 7 days chart. But there's no gambling or emotional elements involved in Forex trading, as far as I can see from the first 10 days experience on Forex applying binary options approach. Number 6, In binary options, I exclusively use 5 seconds and 30-second chart, and their RSI and Bollinger Bands. But not so many Forex traders are using 5 seconds, 30-second charts and RSI. So that's the difference, because all important reversal points are indicated by 5 seconds and 30 seconds RSI, regardless trading on binary option or Forex. Number 7. In binary options, you always need to deal with expiry time. However, in Forex, there is no expiry time, so as long as alt clause is disabled, you can ride with it as long as it takes to wait until profit is generated. Tens of minutes, hours, or even days if needed. Number 8. Always close the trade whenever you have profit, regardless how small it may be, such as 1 to 5%. And never close open positions if it is not generating profit yet. However, during long trades such as 8 to 24 hours, there will be chances that generates over 50% profit and sometimes even over 150% during one day of trade if you open the positions at the right time and direction. Number 9. Never trade large amount until you see the real reversal point, top of mountain or bottom of the ocean, so to speak. Until then, just trade 1% of initial deposit and nest as many as necessary until you find the peak for the reversal. Since there's no expiry time, you don't have to worry about losing your positions. Candle will come around later back to your open positions. So just wait as long as needed, 4 hours, 12 hours, or even more than 24 hours. Number 10. Choose the currency pair you are familiar with, their daily range of price movements, so that you know what would be the highest or lowest for the day. That helps you when to open positions. In my case, it is Euro and Dollar. Okay, let's see what we got here. First of all, unlike binary options, Forex takes much longer time to receive profitable outcome in most cases. So it is impossible for me to make Forex trading videos that can be concluded within tens of minutes, as I could have done for binary options. However, at the end of this video, I show you short video how I traded on Forex by binary options approach as a sample. So most of the images in this video are static screenshots I took as results of those Forex trades during the last 10 days, starting on July 2nd, 2018. Having no experience or knowledge how to trade on Forex, but applying my binary options knowledge during the last 4 years. Above all, the most important thing or concept you need to realize is the risk management in place before you make your first deposit, either trading on binary option or Forex, before anything else. Even though I consider Forex has 100 times risk-free compared to binary options, there will be a scenario that requires emergency reserve fund that will turn your losing trade into winning trade. According to my general calculation, it is 600% budgeting. What it means is that if you are ready to make €100 deposit to begin trade, you need another €500 reserved fund that you can afford to spend at any given moment as a recovering tool. So it is 100% plus 500% is a 600% capital is required to never lose on trade. Otherwise, you ended up with losing trade as it is at the given moment, and it doesn't matter how small loss it may be. And then later you realize and regret that you cannot lose on trade. Exactly the same as any other business. It is a business to generate profit, and it is not a gamble or some sort of game to take chances based on hope, wish, or feelings. Also, please be aware that in Forex, by disabling auto close, you could end up losing more than 100% of opened position if the loss exceeds minus 100%, which is very unlikely to happen if you continually monitoring trade, but it could happen if you are not monitoring your trade for several hours or longer. Now here is the scenario what happened on July 6, 2018 morning at 7:28 a.m. I deposited 100 euros as usual, and I thought it will fall, and I traded 85 euro out of it. That was very unusual decision I made, and it was obviously a false reading of the chart. But I went to sleep with great confidence, then woke up around 2 p.m. and found that the price was keep rising throughout the past 7 hours continually. As you can see, that kind of loss cannot be possibly recovered with binary options due to having limited expiry time provided by IQ, such as 2.5 hours at max, or maybe at the end of the day, etc. Trading on binary option by IQ platform. However, it is different in Forex since it doesn't have expiry time, so that you can open more positions and then you can close at any time once profit being generated. In this case, the price was keep rising until 7 p.m. or so, almost 12 hours of continual rising, then finally reaching the limit for the possible reversal. So I had to deposit my emergency reserve fund 500 euros and first open position for reversal with 250 euros, then another 147 euros at the real peak, top of the mountain. Total 500 euros trade. First 100 euros deposit plus new 400 euros open positions at the top limit of rising trend. Then finally it reversed around 8:30 p.m. Then I closed the trade when it reached 28% profit at 9 p.m., resulting 137 euros profit. So it took me near 14 hours to turn the loss to profit, because I opened the first position to the wrong direction, opening 85% of deposit, and went to sleep. But it can be easily recovered if you have sufficient budgeting in place beforehand to deal with this kind of situation, and nothing to panic over it. I use this 500 euros as a recovery tool, not as money, because I knew it was time to reverse, so there was no risk, and this 500 euros didn't even leave my bank, because I used it for only a couple of hours and it was refunded back to the bank as cancelled transaction. Okay, next, my standard setup for the platform is normally 4 windows with 2 5-second charts at the top, left one with RSI settings 25 period, 80% and 20%. Right one with RSI settings 30 periods, 70%, 30%. Left bottom is 1 hour chart and right bottom is 30-second chart. RSI settings for those are 25 period, 80% and 20%. And the Bollinger Band settings is the same for all charts, 20 period deviation of 2. However, I may reduce them to 2 or 3 windows, depends on what I need to focus on. Also, I have 3 separate computers with dual screens to monitor trading platforms in case I need to work on something else on 1 or 2 of those computers. Okay, now here I'm trying to explain how I use the combination of RSIs by looking at the 5-second chart, 30-second chart, and 1-hour chart. And 1-hour chart is probably the best for the Forex to really nail it down where the real reversal point. As you can see on the 1-hour chart, the RSI is not totally touched at the top because I'm using 80 and 20%, not 70 and 30. If it's a 70 and 30, it would have been touched already, but it's a 80-20, so it's a good guide to see it is basically touched the top RSI. Now looking at the 30 seconds, it is also touching the top RSI, and the same applies to the top for the 5 seconds. So basically this is the signal I use for the real reversal peak, so to speak. They don't line up like this all the time. It's a rare occasion, probably a few times in a day. So I use it as a reversal. And following this page, I will show you how I use it in a real-time video. And here I just made some comments here. The reversal signal combinations with 5 seconds, 30 seconds, and 1 hour RSIs. When each one hits or exceeds 25 period, 80%, 20% limits. And one of the scenario is while 1 hour, 30 seconds RSI at middle, they are not hitting the top or bottom. And if the 5 second hits RSI, it will be simple 5 seconds reversal back and forth. So for Forex, we need to close the trade once 5 seconds position reach the other end of RSI, if profit is generated. If there's no profit, then you shouldn't close it and wait till the next chance. And number 2 is while 1 hour at middle, but 30 seconds and 5 seconds both hit the same side of RSI almost at the same time. The next real reversal will occur when 30 seconds hits the other end of RSI limit. Until then, 5 seconds RSI would generate small reversal back and forth, gradually growing up to the other end of 30 seconds RSI limit. So Forex, wait until 30 seconds RSI reaches the other end of RSI, then close it. Why you have to close it? Because it's gonna reverse to the opposite direction, so you're gonna lose your profit. And there's a chance you may engage to, after closing, going for the opposite reversal. If the 5 seconds RSI hits the same end of RSI at the same time with 30 seconds. Otherwise, just wait and see for the next chance. And number 3, this is what I said before. This is a very reliable signal. After the long trend over a few hours, when finally 1 hour RSI hits or near the either end of RSI limit, and at the same time wait until 5 seconds and 30 seconds RSI hit the same end of RSI limit. Well, 1 hour chart is a pretty long period, so it may not line up right away with the 5 seconds and 30 seconds. So you have to wait, unless they all lined up at the same moment. You have to wait till, first you have to wait till 30 seconds hits the top, then wait for the 5 seconds hit the top. So 30 seconds would not leave there right away. If the 5 seconds is coming up, 30 seconds is also going up, and the 1 hour as well. So just wait till 5 seconds, 30 seconds, and 1 hour charts, RSI, all hits the either end of the limit. Then it's gonna reverse. Maybe not right at the moment, but it will reverse. And so here we go. I'll show you how it works on real-time video. Here it's basically as you can see all 1 hour 30 seconds and 5 seconds hitting the bottom, almost bottom. It may not gonna reverse right away, but it will work. They are coming down even little lower now, and now it's getting ready for the reversal. It may come down just a little more, but the point is it will reverse, and that is the true how it works. And how long it's gonna reverse is unknown. And here I could open another position to double the profit, but I didn't. But anyway, it's just a matter of a very short time they're gonna reverse. Just a little hesitation right now. And now it's getting started. Now the next thing is when to close it. It's only $1, $2 profit, but it's a profit, and that's the important part. So it's about hitting the top of the 5 seconds RSI, so that's why I closed it. It's gonna reverse back down for a while, and maybe it's gonna keep going. Okay, so as for the closing of this video, I'm gonna show you how I close certain position. I've traded 100 euros about 1.5 hours ago, around 12 noon, and I was losing for most of the time with my positions, but it finally came down, and this kind of situation I rather close it when I have a profit. It doesn't matter it's a 1 euro, 2 euros, then I didn't lose this trade, and then wait for the next opportunity or chance, because if I let it go, it may gonna reverse back again and I'm gonna lose the trade. It doesn't matter it's a 1 euro loss or 2 euro loss. It's always better to close it when you have a profit. Anyway, that's how I have been doing it. So I close now. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I hope you got something out of this little video, how to switch to Forex from binary options, knowing nothing about Forex, just experimenting with it. And the reality was that for the past 10 days, I did not lose. And it's very difficult to lose on the Forex. Binary option, very easy to lose. So if you see some difference, of course, profit against whatever the trading money is most of the time very small. But even 10 cents profit, just accumulate them. And there will be a time you can get 100% profit or 150% profit. I have experienced already like at least 10 times during the last 10 days. Okay, so that's it for this video. I basically made for the EU binary option traders who can no longer trade on the binary options, and maybe this is the best alternative I can think of, and it is profitable. Like you saw, I made around $358 from the last week. So the 10 days, 2 weeks is probably around double of that amount. So it's not nothing, it's something. And of course, if you trade much bigger amount, you deposit $1,000 or 1,000 euros, then the profit is much bigger. But I would recommend to practice with 100 euros deposit and having 500 euros like emergency reserve fund. Then play with it for a while, then you can escalate the trading amount. Anyway, I hope to see you very soon, and thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.